Yesterday, I was calling sellers live with RJ Bates, and we were using a new lead provider called Panda, which, by the way, we had a great experience. I highly recommend them. I'll put a link in the description where you can get a $250 credit when you do your first sign up with them. But one of the calls that I did, RJ and I were going back and forth, and one of my calls was in Claremore, Oklahoma, which is in the greater Tulsa market, which is where me and my business partner, Mark Gabriel, do, 7 figures a year. So we know that market really well. And because we're calling nationwide leads live on YouTube, the goal there is to show people how we can lock up and contract deals right on the phone. So during the conversation, that was my intent. And this seller said that he had received an offer for $30,000 that he was considering taking, but he didn't sign, he didn't agree to it. And while I'm talking to him, I kept saying, well, if I could do 30, make it super for sure and certain and give you good earnest money and waive contingencies, would you sign with me for 30 since you haven't committed to anybody else? You just got that offer. And he said, nope, this person met me and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and sign with them. Now, I could have at the time tried to offer more and, try that angle. But instead what I said is listen, my business partner, Mark Gabriel, he lives right there. We can meet you right now and take a look at the property. Can we meet you? And he said, yeah, no problem. I get off work at 5, meet me there at 5:10. And this was while we were on the phone. This was like, 3 o'clock or something. So RJ and I continued to do calls. I texted my business partner, Mark, said, Mark, you got to get over there at 5:10. Mark got over there. And then he basically had this great conversation. He was able to be face-to-face. He was able to talk about how we do, we did over 100 transactions in Tulsa last year. We've already done 50 transactions so far this year, and it's not even June, and really we're able to show him, hey, we're the real deal. And he basically said, if you can come up to 35, then I'll go ahead with you guys. Now we tried for 32.5, but he was really stuck on 35. Now, is that a deal? Yes, because we just bought a house, literally the same house with a bad roof and everything, for 32, sold it for, I think, 55. We closed this Friday on that one. So, like a 20K spread. And these are the exact same numbers. 35, we probably could sell it for 55. And it's literally like same house, same condition, right by it. In fact, we might even have the buyer since we just flipped one to a buyer. So great deal, but I honestly don't think I would have got that deal if I was just trying to close on the phone. There's something to be said about that appointment model when you can meet that seller in person. And so I just wanted to kind of show this is a great example of the comparison. Now, I like virtually wholesaling. I like sitting on the phone on my computer in my air-conditioned office, calling sellers and locking up deals. It's awesome. I mean, I love that model, and I will continue to do so. But I'm also not delusional about the pros and cons and the benefit that you get when you can meet sellers in person, which is why I also have strategic markets that are my backyard markets, I call it, where we hyper-focus on becoming a local market expert, I call it, where we're well known, we establish a brand, a reputation, we really build a strong buyers list. We have over 100 5-star Google reviews that we can show people. We can sit down and really build that connection, build that trust with sellers. And in today's day and age, that's really important. So if you have that ability, if you have the means to do that, then you're gonna win a whole lot bigger. In fact, if you look at our ratios, we close 1 in 4 appointments. So people tell me all the time, the hardest part about an appointment model is it's hard to scale. And there's some truth to that, but not really, because if we can close 1 in 4 appointments and I can go on appointments at 9, 11, 1, and 3 and go on 4 appointments a day, that's a contract a day. I mean, I'm killing it. I mean, I don't know how much bigger you want to get than that. That's a deal a day. That's a huge operation. That's a giant business. Now, being able to stack up your leads like that's not as easy as it sounds, or your appointments, isn't as easy as it sounds, but that would be the goal with one acquisition person if you were set up correctly. So that's what we're working towards in Tulsa, is to be able to just have our acquisitions guy on appointment all day. That's what we're trying to set up in Metro Detroit, where we're doing the same thing. Wanted to take this opportunity to show that. Now, what I want to do right now is cut to the call so you can see it in action. So I want you to watch the first call I had with this seller, where, you know, he's at 30 and I'm trying to get him to, you know, contract with me and he won't. And then I switch my approach and I go from trying to close on the phone to, okay, I'll tell you what, Mr. Seller, why don't we just meet you there at 5 o'clock and we'll take a look at it with you. And he agreed to. And then I did another call and recorded it where I then talked to Mark about the deal, his appointment, the numbers, and what we're doing to go forward. So I want you to see that in action. So we're gonna now cut to that. You can watch those calls and you can see what I'm talking about here. And then I'd love for you to leave a comment, let me know what you think about that. I'm also gonna put the link below for Red Panda, get a $250 credit. During the 4-hour block that RJ and I did yesterday live on YouTube, which you can go back and watch that, you know, we basically piggyback each other calling. So it wasn't even like I was on the phone the entire 4 hours, he was and I was. But during the 4-hour block, counting this one, I ended up getting 2 contracts and then RJ also got 2 signed contracts. So in a 4-hour block, we got 4 contracts using Red Panda. So pretty dang good. I would highly recommend that. We're gonna probably continue to use their leads now, and I'll do more videos about, you know, how it goes with them. But I'll put that link below in the description as well. Okay, watch these next couple of calls, and I'll see you on the next video. Yeah, hello, Sean.
Yeah.
Hi, Sean. My name's Jerry. Calling you about your property on Jordan Street.
Yes.
I understand you're looking to sell that property, and my notes say without an agent.
Yeah, I've got one offer on it already, but I'm sure willing to hear another offer.
Tell me what offer you got already.
30K.
30K. And what'd you say to that?
Well, I haven't done anything yet. I haven't answered one way or the other.
Why did you not say yes?
At the time, we were putting an offer in on a house, so I wanted to have, you know, be able to show them that money at least. So I haven't signed anything, so.
Okay. If you knew the 30K was for sure, you would take it?
Well, right now I got an offer in on a house, so I would have to, yeah.
I just mean, like, let's say I made you a 30K offer and I had 0 contingencies and I gave you significant earnest money. So it was like a for sure thing.
I think that's what I already got. So,
okay.
Where I'm at, all I got to do is sign the contract and it's a done deal. So,
okay.
Basically, I won't move unless it's over 30K.
Right, but you didn't take the 30K, so help me follow what you're thinking. It's a for sure offer, you're saying, no contingencies, high earnest money, but you're reluctant to sign.
Yeah, well, I got to have another place to move, so I got to have the other place go through before I can sell this.
Well, what if I gave you as much time as you needed?
Like I say, I don't know. I've already got this set up, so unless there's a significant reason to change, I don't see a reason to.
No, but I mean, you said you're reluctant to sign for 30 because you don't have your new place figured out yet. But what if you had time to find the new place and then you close on this one and then close on that one?
Well, give me some time to think about it and holler back at me in a day or so.
Sure. But what is it you're going to think about? So we're on the same page.
Well, whether or not I want to change where I'm selling to. I've already talked to this gal and she come looked at the house and everything's ready to shoot, you know.
Okay.
You know, she said I can have up to 90 days to move.
I mean, my partner lives real close to Claremore.
Yeah.
Could we meet and sit down with you and take a look at it, walk it with you?
Sure.
Okay. It could be later today or first thing tomorrow.
Today would be the right time. I don't get off work till 5.
Okay, so if I met you there at 5?
Yeah, we can talk.
You'll meet me there though. Like if I send my partner there, you'd meet us there at 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get off here at 5, so I'm about, I don't know, 10 minutes away, so it shouldn't take long to get there.
Let me just confirm this right now before we hang up, okay? Give me just 1 second. I'm texting him. How long have you had this property?
24 years.
Long time. Definitely needs a roof, right?
Yeah, it needs a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. What's it been used for?
Oh, I'm living in it.
Oh, you're living in it. Is it leaking? It's got to be leaking.
No, well, there's a little leak above the front door, but there's actually no drops, you know, on the floor in the house at all.
Okay, so it's not coming through any of the ceilings anywhere?
It's got a couple stains from where we've had real strong wind blowing, but very little.
Okay. Just give me 1 more second here. He's responding to me. All right, we're on. I'll just tell him be there at 5:10.
All right, that'll work.
His name's Mark, and I'm going to give him your name and number. He'll just confirm with you, you know, before he gets there.
All righty.
Okay, my name's Jerry, so don't lose my number either, but we'll see you there at 5:10 today.
All righty.
Okay, bye. Yeah. What's the number?
So he's offered on another house here in Inola, which is like the next town over here in Rogers County. It's like a dumpy little farm town. They offered on that house, and to go contingent, they sent the contract from the other person, but they didn't sign it. So they used that to go contingent on their offer. And I said, hey, they're going to need to see a signed offer, though. So he's like, yeah, well, I don't want to like send yours and have them get a different one from me, and it makes things all murky. And I said, they're going to call you back and ask for a signed one regardless. So you might as well make a little more money and have it be with us. But he'd like to get 35 grand. I tried to set him up for 32.5, but he said if we think we can do that, then he wants to do it tomorrow.
Okay. Can we make money at 35?
I got a couple other guys here in Claremore. I'm going to upload the pictures in the drive. Frankly, like, are you at your computer right now?
Yeah.
Go to Redfin and type in 308 Rose Street, Rowe. It's just like this one, but it's in a worse town.
Yep, I got it up. Yeah, it looks just like
So
it.
it's the same. It's the same darn house as this one is, but that's in Pryor, which is worse than Claremore. We bought that one for 32.5, and we listed it for 59. In a week, we had it sold for like 55. It's set up to close Friday this week. So
Okay, so
there's always that play. We literally just close on it with hard money, like we did that one. It cost us like $500 in one interest payment, and then we list it for 59 and just sell it like that. Because literally that one you're looking at, we did the same thing. It's in the next town over from Claremore. The little house that somebody bought on an owner carry, and we got it for $32,000, and we just listed it and sold it just like that.
Yeah, it's like the exact numbers.
Somebody's going to buy this place if we do that. So
Yeah.
I told them, hey, I'm driving to Tennessee tomorrow. I'm going to take my computer with me. You guys think about it tonight. I'll think about it tonight too. If I call you and I say I can do it, or if I can get as close as I can, then let's make a deal tomorrow. They said, okay.
Okay. Man, that worked out great that you went and met him.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't gonna do. He kept telling me I already got it done at 30, and I didn't want to say I'll do more. So I'm like, listen, my business partner lives right there. He can meet you right now. You know, and he's like, okay.
Oh yeah, dude, I killed the appointment. I told him I live about 530 road just south of town. Like, you teed it up really good.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I want to try this new lead provider. They're called Red Panda, but apparently they do metro markets. It's not all a bunch of rural stuff.